gamers? Welcome back to another Tuesday night stream. It's me, your boy, JTV Live, back with some more Planet Coaster. That's right, but we're doing something a little different tonight. As all of you know, I play this game constantly, including offline. And in that constant offline work, I've done a lot of work on a several different park projects. And whenever I finish up a project, whenever it gets to a point where I'm like, this is done, like this is finished, I like to show it off. And this one tonight, I am very, very pleased with. I'm very excited for it. It's a big tropical island spectacle. I'm very happy with how it's turned out. I've spent probably, probably like 40 hours on this park. Probably way more. I've been working on this park since December, I feel like. But so I'm very excited to finally show it off to you guys. And then I'll also tease a little bit of what else I got going on. But before we get into the park tonight, a couple things I want to shout out. Of course, as always, you can find all of my builds. I upload everything we build on stream. I upload to the Frontier Workshop all the buildings, all of the parks, everything like that, the scenery bits and everything like that, including some stuff that I do offline. Like, I bet you guys have never seen this spider thing that I did. I'm pretty sure I did this offline. So this is on there. This is cool. And you can also check out the park that we're looking at tonight. You can either download it now and follow along, put me on the second monitor, or you can download it later, explore it at your own pace. So that's here. And then the other thing I want to shout out, these are all linked in the description as well. The other thing I want to shout out is this map. This park was created with a starter map. This right here, Tropical Islands Lair Empty. And this was created by Beule. I don't know who they are, but I downloaded this map forever ago. And they also have been going through and adding to it and building off of it. And they went in a completely different direction than I did. So the original starter map right here, that's linked in the description below. You can go check it out there if you want to download it for yourself, as well as Beule's profile is also linked down in the description below, so you can go check those out. And the reason I wanted to shout both of these out is just so we could differentiate. I do not want to claim the big ass building that you guys will see in this park. I do not want to take claim for that. So that's there. So we'll go ahead and close these, and boom, we're there. So this is the park. What am I doing? There we go. This is the park right here. So over here in the corner, you can kind of see. Hopefully, okay, yeah, that's way too loud. We need to turn the game down. Hold on. Go here, adjust volume 50. And I'm gonna make the park music a little louder because I did add music to the park. So right here you can see this is what the original map looked like. It came with this pathway going up here in this big ass building. It was completely empty save for this little entrance building here. And so yeah, I took this and I've been fucking going ham on this starter map. So there's a fucking gnat in here. Sorry guys, I just slammed my microphone in my hand. I greatly apologize. But I completely lost my train of thought. I've been drinking a mango monster, so of course this fucking gnat's just obsessed with my face right now. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. This is a starter map. So just to kind of differentiate, this is what we started with. This is not mine. But everything else in the park, the roller coasters, the landscaping, all the other buildings, the interior work to this building, everything like that, the lighting, that's all been done by yours truly. So I feel like that kind of justifies me showing it off, hopefully. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that this was here front and center. That way there's no confusion that I'm taking claim for it. So right off the bat, we got this beautiful entryway. This is a stock asset. All of the buildings in this park are either custom designs or just stock assets or edited stock assets. Like this is one that I just copy and pasted from a shore thing and then added a balcony to. So we've got this entry area here with two roller coasters. We've got Bombardier, which is our RMC hybrid coaster. You guys know I love a good RMC hybrid. So we got this right here. And then over here is a launch coaster called Tropiconundrum. Um, so I think what we're going to do is we'll do a whole flyover of just kind of the whole park. And then we'll come back, do the water slides, and then we'll do a walkthrough to do the coasters. Because the coasters have actual queues, so it makes most sense to do walkthroughs of those. So yeah, this is area number 1. Just lots of food, dining. We've got these little shops here. Music playing, of course. And then I'll also show off the park at night because I spent a lot of time making this park fully lit. So am I able to change the camera speed? Because we are like zipping through this like crazy. Hold on, guys. Edge scrolling, key sensitivity. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Much more doable speed. So coming down this pathway, we've got some flat rides. This is a stock monsoon chute here. We've got some more eateries, some more restaurants, and I'll go ahead and bring us up here so you guys can kind of see the whole pathway. Moving further down the line, just some flat rides. Mainly, this was so hard to do. Honestly, the hardest part of this entire park was this big pathway here, because I spent the most time on putting the actual park inside the building and also behind the building, which you can kind of see poking out over here, but we'll get to that later. So this pathway, most of the things on here were just to keep guests happy. And to keep them moving down the park, so that way this wasn't completely empty, and that way we had more than like 1,000 people in the park. And also, I needed that 5-star rating, baby. You know we had to have it. So that's why they're kind of sort of haphazardly placed, but I did try to kind of work them all into the theme. We got this big forge ride here, and then of course a nice discus, or I guess they call it the sundial, but I call it a discus because that's what it was called in Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm still pretty bad at theming these flat rides, so all I really did to it was just stick some plants on it and then some tiki torches and change the color, and I called it a day. But moving on, we also got this monorail that has an entrance. Hold on, you can kind of see it back over here. And it just kind of takes you, and we'll ride it at the very end because it's a nice like showcase attraction. But moving to the actual park itself, got this beautiful entryway here. This is just a stock asset, and then this all came with the starter perk here. So the Tropical Island sign, the entryway, and then also over here, in case you guys are curious, this is just a tunnel. It's literally just a tunnel to get people to the other side of the building without clogging up this entryway here. So moving inside the building itself, we've got this massive resort complex. We've got kind of like a retro beachy themed area over here. We got a Eurofighter coaster, two water slide towers, of course. In the center is this massive wave pool. I love a big-ass wave pool. What can I say? I love a good big-ass wave pool. So we got a big-ass wave pool. And the interesting thing about this wave pool is it was very difficult to make it safe. So we've got these two, like, cutout pieces here, which are just for the lifeguards posted everywhere. Because without those, this pool would have thousands of drownings, which would not give us that 5-star rating, I'm pretty sure. I don't think 5-star parks have thousands of drownings a day. I'm no expert, but that's just a guess. So in here, this is inspired also by the It's a Sure Thing career park. These are all actually literally copy and pasted from It's a Sure Thing, these gazebos here. So shout out to the Planet Coaster team for making these buildings. But I kind of placed them here just to make a sort of like give the vibe that people are staying in this building. Obviously, there's no hotel mechanic in this game like there was in the first one, but all of these are kind of here to make it feel like a actual resort. And then we've got over here, this is the jungle section, which has this sort of classic aero looping coaster with the modern Dragonfire trains. This big radius Ferris wheel here. In the back, hidden back here, we've got this really beautiful single rail coaster. And then, of course, a dual slide tower. So it's a slide tower with 2 levels. So we've got 1 level here, 1 level up here. And then also a little slide mountain right here. So, yeah, this is pretty much just a lot of scenery brushes and then a lot of, like, careful planning. I tried to give the buildings, like, a realistic spacing, so there's not buildings everywhere. And then also added mist and some underlighting to this forest. And then also you can, hopefully you can hear it, but there is some ambient sounds and some music just to kind of give it more ambiance as you walk through here. And we've got these sporadic drink stands. These are on the workshop. You can find those down in the description below. Always be plugging. And then moving over here, this just kind of circles back. I really like this Vekoma coaster. Or not Vekoma. I guess it is a Vekoma. But this Vekoma looping coaster I'm very happy with. I love how it interacts with the jungle back here, which you guys will see when we ride it later. And then I love how it interacts with the path here. How it just kind of winds up above here, comes in and out, goes through the hoop, circles around this building. Gets really low down here, almost to the point where you could touch it. I love stuff like this, especially in indoor parks, having everything kind of tightly packed and close together. It just adds a lot of kinetics to the overall area, and I love a good kinetic element, and coasters are really good for doing that. Moving over here, a lot of you longtime fans of this channel will recognize this building. This is our gift shop from the It's a Sure Thing remaster. That was where it was originally built. And then, so it's just a modular gift shop, but instead of having a photo booth here, it's just another gift shop kiosk, because this one's getting way too overcrowded. So moving through here, got more area. This is a restaurant, actually. The entrance is underneath the coaster station. So we love dual zoning, you know? We love dual use spaces. Single use zoning is killing American towns. So we love a good dual use space. I don't know what I'm talking about. Back here, we got another little hidden pool. Hence the sort of mystery vibe music and also the mist. And then this one has slide tower up there, which we'll get to. And then this just connects back through these trees here. Oh wait, we got the Eurofighter coming. Does a nice banana roll right over the path. I love it. I love it. I'm very, very pleased with how this has all turned out. And then this just connects back to the wave pool, kind of a way. And then that, of course, connects all the way back. So moving along, we've got one more area of the park to look. Because I could have stopped here. I could have just ended it, you know. We've got forest back here. That's all good. But I had a ton of pirate buildings, you know. And I really wanted to do another pirate zone. I love me a good pirate section. So, of course, at the back, we've built Treasure Cove. And yes, it's an actual cove. You can see here, we've got a lighthouse tower, a nice ship. Reuse the pool deck again from It's a Sure Thing remaster. I mean, how could I not use this blueprint again? This thing looks really cool. A lot of these buildings will look familiar to a lot of you people. This sign as well is available. Pretty much all of these buildings are available in the workshop, so definitely go check those out. If you're struggling to populate your pirate section, you can find all these there. But just kind of your typical town vibe going through here. This is our dual story restaurant and gift shop down here, featuring Assassin's Creed 4 concept art. And then also with this park, this building was so popular that I actually had to add an expansion to it. So there's another section to the restaurant back here that just connects over through here. And then obviously added some ambiance, some music, just to kind of make it feel a little more lively. Moving back through here, we've got this fountain that I built. It's a Kraken fountain that spins. I think it's pretty cool. Still haven't quite figured out the more, like, I I'm still not quite good at the little details, like the small touches. So stuff like fountains and little scenery pieces, I'm still kind of figuring out. I feel like I've definitely improved with the actual buildings, though. I mean, I shouldn't have said that looking at this building. Here, we'll go over to this one. I've definitely improved with the actual building, though. We've got this lovely beach section. And this is actually a second entrance to the park. I had a big issue with that front pathway at the front of the park just getting super clogged. So I went ahead and just put another guest spawner and another guest entrance right back here. And then, of course, you gotta sell people right away. As soon as you get off the boat, boom, another gift shop. And this one I'm very happy with. Yeah, just added a bunch of... I mean, kind of my mindset going into the pirate section was just go to scenery, filter pirate themed, and then just go through the plot, go through the props, and then just place them everywhere. So that's how you kind of got this hodgepodge of barrels and chests and just nets everywhere. So yeah, that's all of the major sections of the park. We'll do one last little kind of zoom out, looking through here, and then we'll move on to the water slides. And we'll do the roller coasters last, because I imagine that's what everybody wants to see, so we're gonna save that to the very end. Move past that. This is just, you can kind of see the whole thing here. I might have made the camera a little too slow, but this is actually a good speed for what I want. I wish my mouse movements were a little better. I'm still not quite good at doing these sweepy shots with the mouse. I was way better with a controller. But yes, there's no water slides out here in the front of the park. Oh, one thing I do want to kind of show off with this roller coaster. This is inspired by... Oh gosh, I don't want to get the name of the coaster wrong. I believe it's called Hades at Wisconsin Dells, Mount Olympus theme park and water park. I believe it's called Hades, but has the world's longest tunnel on a roller coaster. And I kind of tried to sort of capture that spirit here, building a big ass long tunnel. This goes all the way to the other side of the building, and it just adds some good dynamics. But now we are stuck underground. Hold on. There we go. I knew we could break. But we'll move on in here. And I think we'll start with the water slides over in this back section here. So we got two water slides on this tower here. We've got Clear Skies, which is more of like a scenic thrill coaster. So it's all clear all the way down, kind of wraps around the roller coaster, goes through the trees, and ends up right down over here. And then we've also got the Love Boat. Boom, 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 boom. I won't do the theme song. As much as I want to do the entire Love Boat theme song, I'll spare you guys that. But this is a dual raft slide that just kind of wraps all the way down and around. But we'll start with Clear Skies. I'm a big fan of this coaster. We'll go ahead and hop in. And I think for showing off the water slides, we'll do... maybe not Orbit. We'll do Look Forward. No, we'll do Chase. We won't do Chase. We'll do Chase for some of them, but for these, I think Look Forward's gonna be the vibe. Why is this different? Take three, gamers. I usually don't... Yeah, okay, here we go. Whee! Well, I guess this would be the water slide position. Whoa! 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 A sploosh. Very fun, very fun. And then right over here, we've got the Love Boat. We'll go ahead and wait. This one we'll do Chase. Chase. Gotta love the artifacting. I think it's fun. I like the artifacting. It's a little annoying, but I think it adds some charm to the game. And I'll do a night walkthrough. Sploosh. I'll do a night walkthrough of the park after we go and ride the roller coasters, because the water slides aren't going to be super fun at night. I did add lights to them, but I think the roller coasters are going to be more fun at night. So we'll do night rides of all the roller coasters to show off that. But that's slide tower numero uno back here in the sort of retro beachy section. I know this is all very empty, but this is a resort. If you've ever been to a big indoor theme park or indoor resort, you'll know there's always the back section. So this is, I actually was going to put stuff back here, but deliberately decided not to, because I like the vibe of sort of like, yeah, this is the back section. Like, this is the back. It's really only here because this roller coaster exists. But we gotta sell things, so we went ahead and put another water slide tower and some food. So that's kind of the vibe I was going for with this back here. But we'll move over here to... We'll do Slide Mountain before we do Slide Towers 2 and 3. Oh, wait, no. This is Slide Tower 2. Where am I going? I'm losing it, gamers. I'm losing it. So this is Slide Tower number 2, which honestly has some of the best views in the park. And this has 3 water slides. We've got, forget what I named it, Tropic Swirl here, which is your typical raft slide with some nice glass sections just kind of hanging over the pathway here. We've got this guy over here, the Sand Dune, which is a body flume speed slide. Zips down through the forest. And then we've got this guy, Free Diver. And the cool thing about Free Diver is, A, it's a trapdoor slide. Love a good trapdoor slide. But also, I put in this custom looping element down here, made out of glass that wraps around this big palm tree. So you can see the guest flowing down there. This was actually very hard to get right. Well, not very hard. It was harder than I expected to get right. I was thinking that this was going to be pretty easy to do, but once they updated the slide physics, it made it very difficult. But we'll go ahead and start with Tropic Swirl, as I believe it's the most scenic of the 3 water slides. Go ahead and also you can see where it connects down through here. Go ahead and plop in here, and we're gonna do Chase, my favorite Paw Patrol character. That's for all of the 5-year-olds watching this Planet Coaster 2 stream at 7:30 on a Tuesday. Woo! Really ride up those walls. Sorry, I got distracted. Whoa! That was fun. I think Pixar Dad enjoyed it. Pixar Dad sure seemed to like it. We'll move on next and we'll ride Sand Dune. Just kind of go down the line. Pause it so we can get the right camera. Look forward. Whee! This one really zooms. What's up, One Shot? Welcome back, welcome back. Whoa. Nice. I think it's pretty fun. It gets a little fast. It's a little, opening credits to Monty Python, but I think that's fine. That's fine. It looks cool from the outside, and that's really all that matters. Honestly, water slide colors, sure, they could trip the fuck out of you while you're riding it. The most important thing is that it looks good from down here. And I think it looks good from down here. So, mission accomplished. Next, we'll do this one in regular first-person mode. Alright, here we go, gamers. Woo! Whoa, through the glass. Whoa, the G's. Whoa! What even happened? I think we'll have to do this. We'll do this. I think we have to do it this way to really get the full experience. All right. All right. Raise positions. Hey, it's this. That's like the same color of these water slides. This girl's a fan. This lady right here is a fan of the theme park. She color coordinated her outfit to her trip here. Nice. She has a season pass for sure. But that's slide tower number 2. We'll give it one last little look here. I love it. I love using this building specifically as a slide tower. I think this is the 3rd park I've used this stock asset as a slide tower, but I think it looks dope. I think it looks great. It's looked great all 3 times I've used it, I've got to say. So you can't really argue with the results. But yes, it is an indoor water park. So this was an original map. You can find it linked down in the description below. It was a starter map created by Beule. It's based off of the Tropical Islands Resort in Leer. I think that's in Holland. Leer, Holland. So I can't take credit for the big dome above us. I just took the empty dome and I filled it with this beautiful tropical resort and also did a ton of shit on the exterior. So all of the original stuff is down in the description below. So I can't take credit for the big building, but yes, this is an indoor water park and I did build the whole indoor thing. This was just an empty field when I downloaded this map all those months ago. But that was slide tower number 2. So we'll move across the wave pool and we'll go over to Slide Mountain, as I've called it. It's not quite a mountain, but it looks like that. So we've got this really nice queue integrated with the hill up here. And then on this side, we've got we've got Mamie Templeton. And then we've got Pacifica and Atlantica. So these ones, they end in a... Okay, Pacifica ends in a spout, so we'll just go ahead and go. And I think after trying the other cameras, I think I prefer first person for showing this off. So here we go. Woo! I guess arms at the side. That's not how I'd be going down this, but we'll do what this guy's doing. Whoa, whoa. Then drop, sploosh. Fun. Fun for the whole family. To quote the ending of Why Don't You Get a Job by The Offspring, that's one that everyone can enjoy. That's a reference for everybody watching this over 30. All of the over 30 people watching Planet Coaster 2, me specifically, play Planet Coaster 2 at 7:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. There we go. Simple, sweet, and to the point. A quick, good, zippy body slide. That's what I love to see. So that's Slide Mountain with Pacifica and Atlantica over here. And then moving on to what I think is probably the coolest looking slide tower I've built. Hold on, we'll go ahead and go into NPC mode just to look at this. Look at how intimidating this looks. This looks like something you'd see in a theme park in Qatar almost. That's how well themed and cool it is. So we'll go ahead up here, which is up here. We got 2 family raft slides. So we've got reach around because it reaches around this Ferris wheel. There's definitely zero innuendo whatsoever with there. Then we've also got cyclone. So we'll start with a good old reach around. I'm sorry, I had to name it that. I had to name it that. How could I not? Also, we should be riding this in chase mode. These big raft slides. Let it fill. Here we go. Whee! Look at these views! Look at these views, dude. Look at the views on this fucking slide. You can't argue with reach around. Which is the name of the slide, just as a reminder. Boom. There we go. Okay. Then this... I don't think I have the season coaster too. I think my plan is just to buy all the DLCs at full price because I'm fucking stupid. Alright, there we go. We'll do this in chase mode. Now this ride has a little special surprise towards the end. I won't spoil it, but it does have a little special surprise, so be prepared. Sorry, I have to say be prepared in a British accent. The theater kid in me won't let me not think of a Disney villain when I say be prepared. So, whoa, big drop into a big bowl with colored lights because that's exciting. We love a good raft slide with lights. It took me so fucking long to put those lights in. It was so difficult and I'm never doing it again, but it looks really cool. Boom. And then a nice little shoot out into the wave pool. So that's slide tower number 3 with the 2 raft slides. Personally, I prefer a reach around. What can I say? I gotta stop making that joke. It's so bad. It's so bad. I wish I could button out. I can't button out. There. Wait, no, that's the right. Sorry. I saw BOO and I got excited. That's the right one. I'm sorry. Throw the tomatoes. I got such a bad joke. Anyway, over here, we've got Adam Dickerson, and this is Sunburst, typical raft slide. We'll go ahead and ride this one in, we'll do this one in chase as well. Whee! I love the color scheme on this one. I tried to kind of fit it with the single rail coaster while also keeping it different from all the other ones. And then, woo! Big final drop. Then, zoom! Uh-oh, we're in the void! This ride also has a special surprise at the end. Honestly, instead of putting the special surprise at the end of Cyclone here with the lights, I really should have put it at the end of this slide. Thinking back on it. We'll go ahead and ride this guy. Wait, no, this one we should do in guest mode. I'm just gonna play that Princess Bride soundbite every time I make that joke. Whoa! This is definitely not a slide. I'd have my arms at I'd be like this, full stop. Whoa! 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 Launch him. Ah! We got hit by a guy in a tube. All right, we'll go ahead and just do that. And then finally, the last... Is this... Yeah, the last water slide in the park, everybody. I know we all love a good water slide, but everything has to end, unfortunately, so... But I did save the best for last. This is, in my opinion, the best water slide in the park. It's called Sky Rider, and you'll see why. So we'll go ahead and just... We're gonna do this one in third person, or first person. This is a double raft slide. Technically a water coaster, because it does have a first section, and then a uplift, and then a second section. Hell yeah. Thanks, One Shot, for the marketing. That's definitely gonna be in the McDonald's flyers. You know how like Six Flags used to give out like ticket discounts at McDonald's if you live near one? A Six Flags, that is, not a McDonald's. Hold on. Boom. This one is purely exists as like a scenic ride to just show off the indoor. And look at that, you got the metro in the background. Damn, that was so fucking well timed with the monorail. Holy shit, you couldn't plan that. Steven Spielberg couldn't stage a shot that good. He probably could. He definitely could. Yeah, that's the water park. I was talking about McDonald's. I was going somewhere with that McDonald's bit. But oh yeah, I was just gonna say one shot. I'm putting all of your ads for my parks in the McDonald's flyers. All right, so those are. I was gonna put another water slide tower out here, but with this pool here in these buildings, I kind of wanted to leave as much of the beach view unobstructed as I could. And I feel like a water tower just here would look kind of stupid. And then the big thing is I really didn't want you... The most, like... Hold on, I'm gonna... Now that we're not doing the flyover shots, I'm gonna change the sensitivity back. Yeah, let me move. The most important thing for me when building that pirate section back here is I didn't want any of it to be visible from in here. Like, when you were inside this building, I didn't want you to be able to tell that there was anything out there. Like, yeah, you could kind of see the tower off in the distance, but, like, I feel like it kind of fits. It looks like set dressing. It really just looks like set dressing. So, I tried very hard keeping the roller coaster, the buildings, everything completely separate from inside. When you are inside this building, I wanted you transported to another world, a tropical oasis in a sea of coaster chaos, with a little bit of coaster chaos thrown in, because you have to have your coaster chaos. So, all right, chat, what do we think? We were moving on to the roller coasters. Do we want to start from the pirate section, or do we want to start from the main entrance? What do you think, chat? I'm gonna do nice cinematic shots, just of... Or hold on, I'm gonna leave it on the credits to the building. I'm gonna come over here. Do we want to start from the pirate section or from the front here? While you guys decide, I'm just gonna once again highlight. Shout out to Beule for creating this beautiful starter map with the big ass building. I never could have dreamed of building a building like this. But as someone who loves doing the indoor parks, which I'm working on another one. This time with a building designed by me. So definitely go check that out. Or you're going to want to check that out when we show it off in like 3 months or whenever. But, alright. Either chat's super behind. There's no way for me to tell. Either chat's super behind or we're just chilling. So I'm just going to start from the main entrance over here since we're already over here. So I'm going to do a first-person walkthrough as we ride these roller coasters, just because A, I worked really hard on the sight lines, and B, this is like my favorite thing to do in this game, is just hop into this and first-person camera and just walk around the parks that I build. So we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So, and now you'll be able to hear the music and ambiance that I added. So we'll start off with Tropiconundrum right over here with this beautiful queue building. This was a stock asset here. That is back. This is a stock asset, and then these I designed for the roller coaster down there, and then just repurposed here. So we'll just kind of sprint through the queue. We own this park, all right? So I own this park. That's from Cabaret. So we can just skip the line and go straight to the front. Alrighty. We get front row seats. Front row is the best row. At least for showing off a roller coaster. In reality, it's the back. The back's always the best. Pretty much. In like 90% of coasters. Gotta have a JoJo roll. Sorry. The word JoJo or the name JoJo just triggers something in me. Whoa, straight up. And then what's that? Not a top hat. It's a double barrel roll fucking into a dive loop thing. Like a snake dive thing. I don't know what to call it. Got a good outer bank turn into the world's fastest barrel roll right next to the discus ride. And then immediately, this ride doesn't let up, immediately into an Immelman speed hill there. Some low to the ground turns just to kind of emphasize the speed. And then boom, big ass vertical loop. Let me get the fucking thing out of the way. And then up and down. Also, while we're doing these coasters, we just do this. A launch assisted dive down into a big overbank turn right over the monorail. Gotta have a 0G stall. Always gotta have a zero G stall. That thing, it's a wave turn, I guess. I don't even really know what it's called. And then a big, nice airtime hill. And then a big high-speed swoop. Boom. Right into the brake run. This ride does not let up. So that's Tropic Conundrum, the intimate multi-launch coaster. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I love it. I'm very happy with how it came out. We'll give it one last look-see. Oh wait, we can watch it launch. There it goes. Whoa. Watch it go up. Zoom. It peels through that snake dive. I love it. Yeah, this is what you guys were all here for, is going through the roller coasters. Whoa. Nice. So this is the moving straight on from Tropic Conundrum. We've got RMC Hybrid. Actually, this isn't an RMC. It's technically an RMC Hybrid, but it's specifically an RMC Steel Top Hybrid. I prefer the Steel Top Hybrids. At least in this game, I haven't ridden a Steel Top conversion before, so I don't know if I would prefer it in real life. But I like the sound, and I like the rougher vibe that the wooden track with the steel plate top gives. So this is inspired by Twisted Timbers, which is the RMC conversion at my home park of King's Dominion. Shout out King's Dominion. We stand, we love. Let's give a round of applause for King's Dominion and Cedar Fair, which I guess is now Cedar Fair Flags, I guess. But we love their stuff. So yeah, this is loosely based on Twisted Timbers. So if any of you are familiar with that ride or have ridden that ride yourself, you might recognize some of the layouts, some of the elements here. Obviously, gotta have a pre-lift. It's an RMC. Outer bank. And then a final little whoop. And then slap into the palm tree. Gotta make sure people lose their faces. Here we go, hands up. Oh, I did it pretty much. I forgot this. That's right. This doesn't have a mid-course. This is all speed all the way. All right, here we go. Whoa. 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 Wait, am I leaning? No, it's this way. Whoa. 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 Like, I'm like looking at the OBS trying to figure out if I'm leaning the right direction. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it doesn't matter. I should be doing this anyway. Big twisty dive. Big airtime. Then, woo! And then barrel roll. Really tight updraft. And then ends with some nice twisted bunny hills. And probably my best implementation of Twisted Bunny Hills, if I do say so myself. So there we have it. That is Bombardier, the RMC Steel Top Conversion Coaster. I'm very pleased with how it came out. What I love about this, it has kind of a slow drop. I probably should have made the barrel roll a little bit further down. But what I love about this coaster is it's, like I said, it is all speed all the way. This thing tears through the layout. And that's what a good RMC should do. A good RMC should tear through the layout. And this one really shreds, so. Moving down the line. We'll go, I think it's just a long stretch of, hold on, there it goes. I can't even see it, it's moving so fast. This is a long stretch of empty pathway, but I will give it a nice walkthrough just so you guys can kind of take a look around. Wait, are we gonna get to see it? Hold on, I want to watch it. I want to watch it. We'll watch it over here. Hold on, there it goes. Here it comes, gamers. Ready? Here it comes. This is my favorite thing to do in real life at a theme park, is after riding the roller coaster, sitting down and watching the roller coaster for a little bit. It's like a train set. Whoa. But yeah, like I said, that thing tears through the layout and it doesn't let up. So moving out of here, we got some flat rides. I would ride the flat rides, but most of them are stock anyway, so you guys can just place them in your own park if you really want to ride them. Also, them on stream with like the frame rate and the refresh rate and all that, not fun. Not fun to watch on stream for anybody with motion sickness. So, moving on to this wooden roller coaster over here, we've got Underworld, a classic. I believe it's a. Oh, shoot, what's the name of the manufacturer? Is it? Sorry, I accidentally my twitchy middle finger from all the fucking FPS games I play accidentally got us out of there. So let's redo that. Believe it's not GMC. GMC is the fucking motor company. It's General Motor Company. Not Gravity Group. I don't know why I can't think of the name of the manufacturer, but anyway, typical wooden coaster. Oh yeah, this theme park is packed. Everybody's got to come to it. Everybody wants to be at this park. It's got 5-star rating and 7,700 attendees. All right, here we go, gamers. Whoa. Oh wait, let me just disappear. And the reason I want to get rid of the webcam is now I can just repurpose this as a POV if I want to. Hold on, while this coaster goes. Oh, look up the manufacturer. Okay, anyway. We got a big drop. And then a nice twisted drop here. And then the third drop is actually the biggest drop on the coaster. Ready? Then dive underground. Woo! Whoa, tons of airtime. Great laterals. More airtime. Oh, up. Then twist around. Get ready for it. We're going back in. Back in for round 2. Dive back to the tunnel. Pop a airtime. Great laterals. And then airtime. 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 Then zoom. Use the chain to assist, but I think you can barely even tell. There's our block brakes. And then zoom. Looks like I forgot to delete a tree. No, I didn't. It gives a nice head chopper. And boom. Back to the mid course. Yeah, this one is an airtime machine, ladies and gentlemen. That guy was a speed machine. This is an airtime and it's an airtime and head chopper machine. Sorry, I needed to get the mouse back on the screen. That's why I spun around. It looks pretty aesthetic. I mean, the main reason I use these flat rides is for just, I almost use them more as scenery than as actual rides. I just want the kinetic element there, you know? Got some more shops, pretty simple buildings that I just literally threw this building together this morning. Not even kidding. So moving on in here. Got the big Himatu entryway. And this is the entrance that came with the park. We'll just zip through the front doors. This is the transition area with just change rooms and bathrooms and stuff. And then this is a fern. This is the main attraction. Perfectly timed up with that roller coaster. And hello, Chief Beef. He's here to keep the park safe. So, yeah, this park is crowded. Everybody wants to be here. Everybody loves it. So, we'll move over to the right to start out here. Got a nice little tropical teacups ride. Everyone loves a good teacups ride. Hold on, I'm gonna buy a quick mug. Actually, I'm gonna buy this Thor hammer, I think. That's what I want for my tropical souvenir. Hello. Cha-ching! Thank you very much. Alright, we got a Thor hammer now. And we'll get some food after we ride the Euro Fighter. Excuse me. I own this park. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, stranger. Excuse me. Excuse me, Flanda. There we go. Sunset Riptide. The classic Euro fighter with a 100 and whatever degree drop. I think it's 120. They don't specify in the game, so. But in real life, it's typically like 119, 120, 120.1, I think is the upwards tick. This one we kind of gotta chill in the station. Let's listen to the cool jungle music as we just wait. Because the chain lift on this doesn't function as a block section, so that kind of messes with the block zones a bit. So this one's got a little bit of a pause, but we get a great view of the theme park, though. This is a great snapshot. Here we go. Obviously starting off with the slow JoJo roll. Whoa! 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 Big dive. And then airtime over the station. And then woo! Positive G's, laterals. And then a nice twist. And then airtime brake run. And a block zone. While we wait for the other coaster to get through the station. And this is what I meant about the block zones being kind of messed up because of the chain lift. There we go. And also, since there's only one car per train, I had to have a lot of trains. So that kind of messes with it too. Stop chilling for Universal one shot. There are rivals. Especially since we're going into high theming. There are rivals. Whoa! A little twisted to the banana. And then 0G stall right over the path. And then a big loop-de-loop. Gotta have a wave turn. Lots of good head choppers. Kinda hangs you there. This person's not enjoying it. Twist! And then another twist. Whoever's... Are we a child right now? Hold on. Were we a child? No, we weren't. You're a baby. You're a big baby. Ah! What the fuck? We fell. Well, I did want to get food, so luckily we fell into the restaurant here. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me. I own this park. I would like some food. Here, I'll make it myself. Chop, chop, chop. And then boil, boil, boil. And then plate it up. Thank you very much. And we'll eat outside. Just here. It's dirty. Here we go. Chomp, chomp. Yummy, yummy. That was a great lunch break. So over there's just the back sec. My fingers are too twitchy. I'm sorry. Apologies, everybody. Apologies. And this mouse is also very convex. So, it's very hard. It's so sensitive as well. It's hard not to fat finger or twitchy finger it. We'll do a walk through the back section. Just kind of showing off. Oh, here we'll get a great view of it. There it goes. Dives into the banana, the hidden banana. We can't see it from this side. Whoa! That thing zooms. That thing zooms. Does that. Then here it comes. It's gonna flip right over us. Whoa. That's epic. That's epic. Don't tell me that isn't epic, because lying's a sin. I'm gonna do a little sploosh. We'll take this pathway back to the main section. Lovely. Sorry, I had to greet the mascot. We'll go back and ride this Vekoma looping coaster. Hello, Your Majesty. Back over here. I forgot what I called this something. I think I named it something after watermelons because of the way it's colored. But I don't remember exactly what I called it. It's something watermelon related. Let's see, what did I name it? What did I name it? Melonius. I named it Melonius. Because naming it after a watermelon didn't really... Watermelon isn't a fruit that exactly screams high thrills. But Melonius sounds Latin and imposing, so... Whoa! Into the trees! Woo! Little Immelman. And then a twisting dive. Down into a cobra roll. Bet you didn't even know this was back here, huh? And a speed hill. And a loop-de-loop. And boom. Brake run. With great views of the park. Little drop right above the path. Do a corkscrew. Through the hoop. Dive back towards the path. Dive behind the buildings. And do a little barrel roll. One last little speed hill. Into a helix. We love a good helix. And boom. And we got the chill music for our return. I unironically might put this, like, some of these music tracks on my normal playlist. We'll walk. Yeah, we'll go this way. No, there's nothing really to see over that way. We'll walk the more scenic route. It's so catchy. I think my favorite track, though, is the one we have playing back at the end of the wave pool. Which we'll go ahead and swim out there. We love a good swim. We'll go this track. Feels like something it feels like it's from a different video game, right? Like it feels like if I was playing like one of those like liminal space games, like that feels like a sound that would play like off in the distance. The roller coaster was sick. Thanks, dude. Like I said, I'm very pleased with how this park came out. Usually I'm hesitant to like do showcases with stuff that have like major elements built by other people, like this building. But hey, I've done so much of this park, and also I'm very pleased with how it came out, so I wanted to show it off. And I think I've done enough work to justify showing it off. So we'll move back. We got 2 more roller coasters. 2 more in our lineup. We're blazing through these coasters. So, back here, this is Julius. Named after Orange Julius, the smoothie. I love a good Orange Julius. So, it's a RMC single rail. We love RMC. We love working with them in our parks. Ride Julius. Just fast forward until it goes. It's about to go. 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 It's going. I'm going. Come right up next to the water slide tower. Woo! Immelman. And then a twist up through the slide structure. And then a downwards barrel roll. Sharp turn. Sharp turn. And then a little whoa. Oops, I forgot to delete those plants. Sharp turn. Sharp turn. Into a corkscrew. And one last sharp turn. Then one last sharp turn. Into the brake one. This one's definitely one of my more clunkier single rail coasters, but hey, this was more of a challenge build. Was like, can I fit a single rail coaster in this tight amount of space that I have? Which, if you look at it actually, it's a really, really tight area that this thing is in. So, but I'm very happy with how it came out. Let's see, is it about to go? Because I want to watch it from up here. Oh, it's about to go. Hello, friend. Here it goes. High five! High five! Woo! So fun. So fun. Aw, oh, damn it. I was going to take a reach around to get back to the ground. No! I said I would play that soundbite every time I made that joke. I deserve it. I'm sorry, old lady from Princess Bride. Walking through the tunnel. Here, this is where the transport tunnel lets out. I'll come down here so you can kind of see. So it just kind of goes all the way out there to the other side of the building. And then also has another outlet over in the jungle section near Melonius. Moving over to the pirate section, Treasure Cove. We got one coaster, one last coaster, and then we'll go back and do a night walkthrough. Goodbye, other light. I forgot to plug it in this morning, so it was only at 40%. This is Kingfisher, named after those birds that, you know, that dive. I don't know. I thought it was cute. So it's inside of a pirate fort. Some might say that there is a little bit of a mismatch in theming between the queue, the station, and the coaster itself. I would say, fuck off. The coaster color scheme looks really cool, and it looks really pretty up against these pirate buildings. So who cares? I don't. And if you do, go away. But don't go away, because I need the viewership. We gotta hit those... Damn it. We gotta hit those 500 subs so we can get monetized. I'm living under a bridge right now. So we gotta get that. We gotta get that monetization so I can move out from underneath the bridge. I know it looks like this is all a green screen behind me. That light going out was a ruse to make you think that there wasn't a green screen behind me. So we gotta hit that monetization threshold. Who cares? I know, I think you're agreeing with me, but the timing on that was fucking amazing. Oh, it was so good. I might make the YouTube shorts. Woo! Let me disappear. Twisted dive into a big loop right over the chain lift. Some good feet choppers as it swoops by the path over top the restaurant. Big swoopies, big swoopies. And then a cobra roll. Floorless coasters gotta have the cobra roll. And then a wave turn. More foot choppers with the plants. And then one last little barrel roll into the mid course. Well, this is more of a 2/3 course. Twisted dive back towards the ground. Give me that corkscrew, baby. And then a barrel roll right next to the station. And then a dive down towards the beach. More foot choppers with the building. Foot choppers with the station. And a twist back into the final brake run. As we coast gently into the station. Boom. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Kingfisher. I think it looks dope. Oh, we're gonna watch it a bit. Before I switch it to nighttime, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna come over here and watch it go. I need to put a bench here. Oh, I do have a bench here. This doesn't have as good as a view of over here. Here it goes. There it goes, gamers. Here it comes. Whoa. Thing flies. And then we're gonna pause it so I can watch it from the station. There it goes. Here it comes. Whoa. I love suspended coasters so much. In real life and in this game. Right, here it comes. No! The whole point. Okay, here it comes. Whoa. It gets so close. So close to touching. The clearance on this coaster is insane. Okay, let's just jump back down. Nice. So that is the Sponge Island Resort. Those are all the roller coasters. Again, not my most coaster-centric park. This one was a lot more just scenery and theming and stuff like that. I was trying to create a vibe, create a land. So now that we've done a kind of a walkthrough during the daytime, let's go ahead and switch it up. Do a good nighttime run, and we'll go and ride the roller coasters in third person, just so you can kind of see them. So we'll let all of our lights turn on. So as you can see, I went through, put a ton of lights down. Every path in this whole park is lit. I tried to light at least a lot of the interior coasters in a way that felt kind of natural and that sort of made sense. A lot of the lighting in this park makes it really cool, I think, especially with in the forest. Like if we come over here, the other thing that I always like to do is whenever I have these forested areas, I love putting underlighting. Underlighting looks super cool, especially with like all the foliage, especially in this game. They did a great job with the lighting. You can also see a lot of the slides are lit as well. Like over here, lots of colored lights thrown about, but over here especially, you can really see the underlighting in effect. Put together with the fog, which isn't rendered in right now. I guess the foggers turn off at night, but there is fog. But yeah, I love some good underlighting on foliage. I like it. I think it looks cool. And that monorail looks dope. We'll ride the monorail last. That will be like the, as I'm doing the outro. We'll ride the monorail. Moving out here. Got, of course, all of this path lighting. And then probably the best lighting is back here in the pirate section. Lots of warm colors because it's all supposed to be like firelight. And one thing I do is whenever I have like these lampposts, it's a lot easier now because when I made this blueprint, I wasn't able to do it. But now that you're able to scale these, because that came in the last update, it's a lot easier. But I always like adding extra light to these just so they cast more of a light onto the path itself. And I just think that looks a lot better, and it actually makes the lights a bit more functional as well, as you can see. It makes it look like these lamps are actually casting light onto the ground. And then coming through here. So lots of lights coming through. Of course, we got the gift shop here. And then also lots of gift shops. We love a good gift shop. This gift shop as well. Pretty happy with how it all came out. So now that it's nighttime, as just kind of a last little show off, we'll go ahead and ride these rides at night and also give the third person perspective. That one just went, so we'll go on Melonius first. Plus, Melonius is probably the most dynamic one at night. We'll do Chase. We'll see how this works. Look forward. Look forward's probably better, actually. But on the last car. Here we go. Whoa. 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 Ew. Ew. Anyway, sorry. Woo. And boom. Ready for the second half? Boom. Very fun. Very fun. I love how this park looks at night. We'll go ahead and do a little walkthrough. Even though it takes a lot of time, I actually do love playing around. I need to do more of it, just playing around with the lighting system in this game, because the lighting system is very good. I definitely need to make more use of it, but this whole park looks super great. So I think it's enough looking around. We'll give one last little look of the whole sections, and I'm gonna switch it back to daytime. And now that it's daytime, to end it off, let's ride this monorail. And honestly, yeah, we'll start from this station. No, we'll start from this. We'll do the whole circuit. This one. And we want to be facing the other way. Yep. Right here is perfect. This music's hype at 4x speed. Ah. Here we go, gamers. Look at that. Beautiful view of the original park as we go past the billboard. Hopefully we'll get a cycle of the RMC. Oh, I hear it. Oh, there it goes. Is it gonna catch up? I don't think it's gonna catch up with us. No. Oh well. Dip down. Beautiful. And now at this station, we want to swap. We want to be looking this way. That's what I was guessing too, Mutzer. Also, welcome to the chat, Mutzer. I hope your Tuesday's going well. But yeah, that's what I assumed as well, because update 7's coming out in October, or is that the one that's coming out in September? I can't remember if the one they just announced was update 6 or update 7, but I feel like it was update 6. I could be wrong. But yeah, I felt like I've been saying that literally since the game came out, that they were probably going to add spooky theme towards October, which is why I've held off on building any spooky areas or spooky theme parks. Same with like I'm pretty sure they're probably going to add a festive theme at some point as well. Would be my assumption. Then I'm excited to see what like new themes. Maybe some stuff we haven't seen yet. I don't really know what they would do, but I'd love to see the city theme. Like a city theme would be great. Like the blockbuster theme coming back would be epic. Beautiful view of the park. Honestly, I think the water slide in the back gives better views of the park than this this monorail does. But it's nice view. But, switch to this side so we can see you. There it goes. I love a good RMC. Wow, what a fun-filled day at Sponge Island Resort. I enjoyed our trip. Anyway, gamers, I know wasn't as long as a stream, but this one, I guess before I leave, my roommate must be cooking something. We have like the world's most sensitive smoke alarm. Like you open the microwave and that shit goes off. But I wanted to kind of show off what I'm working on. I got a few more showcases planned. I've got this Western theme park. I know it's all dark, but this one is very, very close to being done. Here, we'll give a brief sneak peek and then we'll leave. Just a brief quick look. Ready? This is the next park we'll be showing off. I'm almost done with it. It just needs like one maybe two more coasters and another assortment of buildings. But it's this big Western themed park that I'm working on. So we'll show off give a quick sneak peek. And of course, I'm still working on the boardwalk park, working on the finishing touches to that. That's a lie. I've been focusing mainly on these two parks, but I am working on that in the background, so that'll be ready to show off soon. And then I think we're probably gonna start. We're either I don't. I think we're pretty close. I think I'm at a point with the It's a Shore Thing remaster. Yeah, this is the Western Park. Ooh, whoa! Look at that. I wonder what. Look at how exciting that is. That's all you get to see because we're not showing that off till next week. But anyway, I was saying something and I completely got distracted by the Western theme. Oh yeah, working on the boardwalk park. I'm working on a pyramid park. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I'm working on a pyramid park. So that's gonna be exciting. So tomorrow night we'll probably, I think we'll start working on a new park. I'm pretty close. I'm pretty sure we're at basically the end of end of the road with our It's a Shore Thing remastered, which I'll just load up as I'm talking about it. This park's pretty much at a point where it's just finishing touches. It's just like last minute theming, maybe a flat ride, maybe a themed log flume or something. I don't really know. That's why we stopped working on the boardwalk park. The major reason we stopped working on that on stream is that one hit a point as well where it was just kind of like, I don't really know what else to do here other than just like tiny touches that I need to sort of think through and like experiment with, and that's not at all fun stream content. At least not the way I experiment and stuff. If I was good at it, maybe it'd be fun. But this park, we're pretty much at a point where like it's pretty full. Like I low-key might just delete this path down here and just keep this beach untouched because like what else could I honestly fit here? Like there's so much going on in this park. It's so widespread. It's so big. So that's what I've been working on offline. So I'm excited to show off the Western theme parks I'm working on, the Pyramid Park, the Boardwalk, all that stuff. But for now, gamers, a little bit of a shorter stream tonight. But I do have a long weekend ahead of me, so I need to get my rest. Make sure I start stocking up now, making sure I get good sleep every night, so I'm not just fucked Saturday morning, because I have to get up early. But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time. Thank you for all the kind words. As a reminder, the original park I built off of the tropical resort lair built by Beule. That's linked down in the description below. The starter pack that includes the pathway and the big building that we built inside of. Huge shout out to them. That's linked down in the description below, as well as their workshop. You can go check out see what they did with the Tropical Islands map that they created. They went in a completely different direction than I did, so it's really interesting. Definitely go check that out. They're super talented. You can also find my stuff as well as the park we looked at tonight down in the description below. So if you want to revisit it, if you want to look at it, explore it at your own pace, maybe add some stuff to it, who knows? Go check that out. That's linked down in the description below. What's up, X Gaming Studios? Welcome to the chat. Unfortunately, I am signing off, but I will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with some more Planet Coaster 2. So definitely come check that out. The best way to not miss any of the streams is, of course, to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live and every time I upload a new video. I'm live 4 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I upload a new video every weekend. And this upcoming Friday, September 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, first Friday stream. We're doing more peak. Me and a bunch of other people. It's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely come check that out. You're not going to want to miss that, especially if you missed the last one. First Friday. We do it every month on the first Friday. Me and a bunch of my friends get together. We play a group game, drink some drinks, and have a good time. I like to shout out local wineries and breweries with stuff. It's a lot of fun, so definitely come check that out. This past weekend was Zomboid Battle Royale. Or no, this past weekend was Subnautica Part 5. I completely forgot. The long weekend's thrown off my whole timeline. This past weekend was Subnautica Part 5. We finally got the Cyclops built. Finally found the pieces we need. Definitely go check out that video. And this upcoming weekend is going to be Guilty as Sock. It was very fun stream. Very exciting. So you're definitely not going to want to miss that. Make sure you like the videos. Like the streams. Like everything else. Helps the channel grow. Helps it do well in the algorithm. Helps it get seen by more people. And also, just a little reminder, all of the stuff that we build on stream, the parks, the buildings, the scenery items, those are all available on the Frontier Workshop, link down in the description below. Definitely go check those out. Show them some love. I appreciate it. I like building. I'm not the best builder on the Frontier Workshop. I would never even remote claim to be remotely close to the best builder. But if you see something that I build on stream and you're like, oh my gosh, that's what my perk's been missing. I've needed this exact building. Feel free to download it. Go check it out there. All linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. And I will catch you guys all on the next stream tomorrow, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. More Planet Coaster 2. We're going to be starting a new park. Don't want to miss it. Stay sponge, gamers.